Hi, my name is Casey, and in this video I want to show you how to create Google Shopping campaigns for your Shopify store in 2021. Hopefully, you've watched the previous two videos on SEO optimization and hooking up your store to Google Ads. Let's get to it. I've run both smart and normal shopping campaigns in Google for the last 3 years, and I'm confident I can get you started in the right direction to create some profitable Google Ads. Be sure to watch to the end of this video for some bonus content on segmenting campaigns and how to read your numbers to optimize your Google Ads. Without further ado, let's get to it.
Alright, hopefully by this point you have your SEO set up, you have your products in here, and your feeds are all good with very few issues. Hopefully they're just yellow issues. If you have red issues, that'll probably stop them from running. So definitely fix those. If you have any questions about that, I'll be sure to make a video on it. But for now, let's assume everything went well and you're sitting here ready to go and create your first campaign. Awesome. Super great. You are now ready to get started. So you go to this Google sales channel here. So there's two methods to make a campaign. And because Google is so well integrated with Shopify, as you can see, there's an issue with my account. As I said, make sure it's fully ready for ads before you set up your Google account or they'll suspend it like they did this one. So the first way is to create a smart shopping campaign this way. And it's literally as simple as clicking this button, making a name, making a budget, and then just saying confirm. So you just put a name, Smart Shopping 1, and then you publish this activity and it'd be good to go. And then it would be over here in your ad account as something like this, campaign for and a number. And that would be your smart shopping campaign from Shopify. So I know I recommended to start with this. I'm actually going to take back my word. So only do smart shopping for two reasons. One, you're super busy and don't have time to manage your campaigns and you just want to get some results. And two, you've already tried a product in a normal campaign and it's been seeing some results and you want to direct comparison them to the smart shopping, how they would do on smart shopping. Because here's the thing, while smart shopping is a great tool, it's generally going to perform better than a lot of the things you can do. It's still not great to start off with it because you're not going to learn much. You're not going to know anything about optimizing anything. It's just, hey, give Google your money, hopefully it'll bring you sales. That's the downside of smart shopping. I mean, usually it does. I'll give it that. Usually it works. So let's just put smart shopping on the table for now. So the difference between smart shopping and normal shopping is smart shopping will take care of everything for you. The only thing you can really do with smart shopping, let me move my picture over here, is click in the campaign and you click here and then go to settings. You can also set a target return on ad spend, so you can try that. You can change your budget, and that's about it. There's one other thing you can do with a smart shopping campaign. Let me navigate back here. So you click in here. The final thing you can do with your Shopify campaign is segment it. So you can make a smart shopping campaign, say for shirts. Say you have a bunch of clothing and you have shirts, pants, whatever. You can add a subdivision and say, alright, I personally like to do it, you can do it by anything here, but I personally like to do it with a custom label, which, just to review, the custom labels you'll set on products right here. So let me leave here, Google Fields. And you want to give Google as much information as you can. So if you can find a product category, do it. Put an age, put a gender. The more information you give Google, the more successful your campaigns will be. So, but yeah, custom label here. But anyways, so that would be one of these labels. I would say custom label 0. It would give you shirts right here, and you'd select it and go save. But yeah, that's your smart shopping campaign. All you can really do is set the budget. You can change the goal to target ROAS, and you can also segment your products with this plus thing here. And that's about it. So you might be asking, why would anyone do a smart shopping campaign? Well, like I said, the advantages are There's no need to really manage it, so Google does it all for you, and Google is really good at what it does. So you can generally trust them to do pretty well. And two, smart shopping is just really well optimized and will generally beat your campaigns out in most situations unless you've done a lot of research, you've really optimized the heck out of that campaign, you've got your keywords in there, and it's just you can do the main disadvantage of smart shopping is you do less with it. You can't customize it. And as we all know, customizing can be good or bad. It can make things better or it can make things worse. Alright, so that's smart shopping. Next up, like I said, smart shopping is easy as doing that from the Shopify dashboard. The other way to make a campaign is hit this plus button here and new campaign. And we'd want to do sales, shopping. So I'll go over all these other campaigns in different videos, but they all have their place. They're all unique in their own way and can bring you results if they're done right. But mostly 60% of your budget or so, or even more, should be shopping, and I would definitely start out with shopping if you're new to Google Ads. Either smart or normal shopping, doesn't matter. But in this case, I'm going to select a standard. But if you want to make another smart shopping campaign, you can. It'll ask for a bit more things if you don't do it from the Shopify website. So if you do it from here, it'll go in and ask you more questions. Like, I'll go over that real quick after this, but let's just assume we're going to go with a standard shopping campaign. Good to start with. And we just test one, as I'm going to put a name here. And then we have our bidding strategies: target ROAS, maximize clicks, manual CPC. So target ROAS, as it says right here, set bids to help you get the most conversion value while maintaining your target return on ad spend. I haven't personally worked with this too much. It works better with more data, of course. So I'm going to skip over this for now, but definitely something to look into if it's a test you want to try. Normally I go with maximize clicks. So I just hit maximize clicks here. And the reason being, manual CPC is nice, but you just want traffic initially. You want data so you can have something to act on and see what you need to do. Or cost per bid limit. Generally I don't do this at the start. So if you leave this empty, Google will just go in and start out high. So your first day may look like $3 to $5 per click, hopefully, and then it'll optimize down to below $1. But if you're really nervous about that and want to make sure it's set at a certain limit, do so. But just be forewarned, it's going to limit your reach a little bit, limit potential customers, because if you've done it right, your profit margin should be around $20. So if you pay $5 for a click and that click results in a sale, that's $15 profit for you. So that's why I like leaving this as it is. Average you want to spend that per day. Generally, I like to start with 15. If it's an untested store with products that I don't know are going to sell at all, but I've done my best to optimize the SEO, I've got good pictures on the product variants, and everything's good, I'll still advertise everything for around $15 a day. Because the other thing Google will do is they'll spend double your budget on the first day, almost always. So I like to look at my ad spend at around $25 to get an idea of what's going on, if I need to cut some keywords, if I need to get some products. But generally you want to wait 2 to 3 days before you take any actions in optimizing. You don't want to touch Google Ads too much. You want to give it some time, even more time than Facebook, and you'll be surprised at what happens. So if you haven't gotten a sale by $50 though, definitely time to start either doing a different product group, doing a smaller test. Something's up with your store. You might want to consult Lucky Orange or Vitals and see what customers are doing. But moving on from the budget, sorry to go off on some tangents there. So campaign priority. So this is pretty much self-explanatory. It has low, medium, and high. Smart shopping would be ultra. It's going to take precedence over anything. So if you're going to advertise anything in smart shopping campaign, just be sure, like I said, take it out of the smart shopping and put it into a normal campaign. Otherwise, if you have multiple regular shopping campaigns, you can kind of do let's just do low, and let's have ones that are more priority. They're going to get more of the budget, or they're going to be more they're going to take priority over the current one. So say you have the same product in both, but one is low and one is high, it'll definitely take priority on the high. So this is just more to control how your budget is spent a little bit if you have multiple campaigns. But like it says, if you have one, you just want to go with low. And then search network and Google partners. As it says, when you uncheck these, most advertisers include these on the ad. Usually I will leave them checked, but it might be worth testing with none of them checked first, and then maybe one checked, and then maybe the other checked, and then maybe both checked. So there's various campaigns you can run, and you can just try and check these and see if you get better results. There are just more options to test, more variables to test. And then I go with United States, and we got our ad group, and we create our campaign. And as you can see, there you go. That's your first campaign running. It doesn't look like much, but if we go back to the... I always click up here in the top upper left. So we hit the campaigns button. We look at this test. It's got bid strategy learning. Nothing's going on. We got our ad group here. And if you want to change settings in the ad group, here's the difference between this and a smart shopping. So we got goals. We can change the bid strategy. We can change the budget. We can change the priority for if you want to target other countries. Let me move this up a little bit. So you can just enter another location. You can use United States and Canada, or you can just be like, I want to target the big four, United Kingdom, United States. Expand your products to different countries. Feed for Google Shopping, just a quick way to do that. So moving on here. What you want to do as the campaign's running is you want to look at your search terms. And once you have some search terms, so let me go to one that actually has search terms real quick. So at least I have some in here that have search terms. So once you start getting traffic, here's how people land on the site. So you see the search terms over here on the left. You see impressions, clicks, CTR, cost per click. So when I look at this, I'd probably put something like talking pumpkins on a negative keyword, and I just add it right here. Why? Because it's low CTR, its cost is 2.5. So let's say it costs like 25 and it was still looking like this, I would add it as a negative keyword. Right now it's a little too early, but if it was looking bad, I just add it to the ad group as a negative keyword. The other thing you can do with negative keywords, which is really cool, is you can make a list. So I do a default list. I'll probably put this in the product or in the video description. So just as default list, a place, a store, AliExpress, Amazon, Amazoo, around me. Just various things that probably don't apply to you. Like if they're searching for Amazon, they're probably not going to buy from your store because Amazon's fast shipping, it probably has a better price. It's kind of up to you if you want to. You can try and just leave that open, but do any dollar store download, drop shipping, Home Depot, how does. There's a lot of irrelevant questions that might appear and just cost you clicks but not get any sales. So they might be looking for a tutorial and you're selling a product and they go, oh, yeah, I don't want this, so they click right off. And that's what the negative keyword lists help do. So if you want to do that, you just want to enter and paste your keywords one per line, so you can make a Word document and just say Walmart, near me, local, how to, and just keep going through like that, and then you'd save it as a new list, save to a new list, new neg keyword list, and now I have another list up here. So you can use these to filter out common words like brands or things that probably won't get you sales. And as you get more data, you'll know what these keywords are for your particular store. But yeah, now we have a normal campaign. I've gone over smart shopping. But let's go over the smart shopping if you create it in here rather than Shopify real quick. So new campaign, sales, smart, continue. Oh, this is new. I serve online. Business name, Femizo. I have to enter a website. So yeah, like I said, it asks you way more questions if you do it here rather than on Shopify, because Shopify fills all this for you. It's like, oh, your website is here, this is what the store name is, and then it gives you your products. So Shopify takes care of smart shopping really good, but you can only create one there. That's the caveat there. If you want to make more and start segmenting and trying different things like shirts, pants, underwear, whatever in your store, and multiple smart shopping, like I said, you'll first have to segment them out. So do the plus here and say label 0 as shirts, and then save it, and it appears a list. And then what you would do is once again go in here and you can pause, and that would say if you had pants and shirts here and you pause pants, only shirts would show. So that's how you would segment out your products. And for the bonus here, I said I was going to talk about how to read your numbers a bit and segment. We've already gone over segmenting, but let's look about numbers. So here we have all our columns for the numbers we want to look at. Typically I just do performance and I go clicks, costs, impressions, and CTR. Don't really care about any of this. I go in conversions. I want to know, the conversions, the cost, and the conversion rate. All good to see. If you want to see more, there's all sorts of things you can click here. And I clicked out a bit too fast. There was one more thing. I wanted to look at competitive metrics. So usually we want to see search impressions share. And it calls out what it is, but it's basically how much your ad is shared with other ads in the same category. So you want to be like 70% or so where your ad is quality enough that it'll show up with other ads. Search in the top, so this is literally the top of the list. And how much you lose per rank, so this is more a quality thing. So if your pictures are bad and you're losing a lot of searches, you'll see it here. So a lot of mine, I got 50, 30, 80. This one was really good. Search rank loss is only 2.9, so yeah, that one's a really nice one aside from CTR. But generally CTR is not so bad on Google Ads because you only pay for clicks. So CTR is just kind of like, well, my CTR is low. If I made it better, that would mean that my pictures are better quality. Of course I want that, but it's not super important like it is on Facebook. But yeah, these numbers are really good. 50, 80, and search loss. You don't want to be around 50%. So this is one of my earlier campaigns. But the search impression share is nice. But losing the rank just means you're dropping off the first four. But yeah, there you go. That's smart shopping. That's normal shopping. That's how to segment your products out and how to look at your numbers. And like I said, so some metrics to go by before we go off for the day is if you've gotten 20 or if you spent $25 on a keyword. So if you go in here and look at your keywords, search terms, and you spent $25 in this column here, still no sale, you might want to go in here and just add as a native keyword because it's obviously not going to work for you. It's got too high competition. Someone's doing a better job at matching that keyword to a product and selling, but you're definitely not doing it. Now, if you go in here and start seeing conversions, you want to leave those alone unless they're too high. So if it's higher than the profit you get for the product for a conversion, you might want to start either cutting those out or putting different products in your tags and title description to see if you can get a better conversion cost on a different keyword. But yeah, it's just literally going through here and adding native keywords as you go throughout the week and seeing what you want to do. But if you've reached an entire week and you're still not getting good sales, you might just want to try a different product. Segment that product out and just say not selling, put a label not selling on it, and just segment it out, put a different product in, try your luck on that one. And as you keep doing that, you will find one that'll sell. So it may seem like there's no light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to marketing, but you will find one, trust me. If you do your research, you make your product page looks good, and your store looks nice and branded, you will make sales. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you got some value out of it. Stay tuned for more on Google Ads, and like and subscribe if I am providing you some good information. And if you have any other questions or things I didn't cover, just be sure to leave a comment in the video below and I'll get to it. Also, be sure to check out any resources. I'll leave some nice keywords to put in your first default list that'll hopefully filter out some really basic things that generally don't result in sales. And thank you for watching. This is Casey signing off.